Hi. Yep, I think we're both on. There we go, we're on both now. Hello everyone, how are you? So today I'm making this card. Now, I've seen it made about 3 or 4 times, but I don't know the original card maker. So if you put it down like that, you just look like, oh, I'm getting a card. It's got a lovely little thing on the back of it, and that's it. I'm going to turn my little light on under here because I think that it needs a little bit more coverage. I think that's better. And then when you open it, it jumps out and it's got these 2 columns. And it sits like this. Happy birthday. Isn't that the most gorgeous coloured roses? Just the espresso in the middle of it. You wouldn't think to give someone a brown card. But look at this. Just because I love you. And happy birthday. And then you write on the back. And it's a gutsy card for someone nice, isn't it? So I've written it down here somewhere. And I put it down and I've cleaned up and it's somewhere here. I think in my notes I picked up and moved. Anyway, it's the Brushed with Beauty suite, and it's got, normally I just buy DSP, but this time I've bought the DSP. These are the stamps. Oh, they're the stamps. There's 2 suites with it, that's the problem. They're the stamps, and then you've got more stamps, then you've got dies that go with Just Because, and hold on, are these just dies or are they stamps and dies? Maybe I didn't get the, oh, they're just stamps. Maybe I just cut them out. Doesn't seem to be any dies that go with them. If I looked up the whole suite. Now I used, because the stamp set only has Just Because, and then it has I Love You, which I've used on the front, but it didn't have Happy Birthday on it. So I've taken it from this card set. Now somewhere in your store you should have some Happy, so I've used Happy, and somewhere there is Birthday, unless it's over there. No, it's in here somewhere. I have used Happy Birthday, yes. Oh my goodness, I'm going blind. Wishing you a happy, yeah. Greetings of the season was the happy, so where was the birthday from? Oh, I took the birthday out of here. See, I used my stamper and I only stamped there. So I needed a happy. We all need a happy. Hi Lita, how are you, darling? So this is the most gorgeous paper. I didn't think I'd buy the whole suite because it's but it's just got stunning paper in it, and that, you know, I'm pretty fussy on buying all the stamps, but I do love the words for the front of this card just because they're so lovely, isn't it? Because when you open that up like that, you think, oh, it's a bit boring, but you can see the DSP. I didn't want to cover it all up, and then it pops out like that, and they get to look at it from both sides, don't they? So the DSP has all different colours. Of course, I don't like that one. It's a bit boring for me. That's not bad. That's that one again. That one's cute, isn't it? With the dark on the back. It looks like army green. More of that one there. And look at that. See, I used that there, and it's a shame it's got that on the back because I think that's beautiful. 2 shouldn't be hidden. And then there's that with those flowers again. So I've done another card than that, which I will be showing you again later. Let me just put this all out. I like to do that. So again, we've got the stamps and the dies, and I've got on my card. Just before I do that, I must tell you, this card is the one I had on Facebook, and they're about to remove it. So if you want to keep how to make it, either copy the instructions and put it into your into Word, just do a paste and a copy and save it to Word. And this is the distressed one, so that's leaving. So only reason I remembered is because today we've got all our Christmas cards out to start posting, and so we've got, as you know, Alita, we have one in Holland, and we have one in, so these are the cards I'm sending that I've made over the last month or so. So that's this one that had a really good response to, which I was happy because that was a lovely card. So that's 2 of them with the delivery suite. Then with the baubles and the branching out, I did this one. So this is going to some family member for Christmas. This was last week's one. And Alita, where I made the mistake, not on that one. This was one from years ago, and I like to visit some. I only keep certain ones, and I kept that. So I just thought before I get them all posted out today, I'd show you. I'm just going to pop it over here. Thank you very much. Oops, I don't know why we've got here. Hooked on a feeling. So here's all our pieces. Remember, all the instructions are written in the beginning. So, oh yes, guard your privacy, it says. I don't know, I think I pulled out that because I thought it looked really good over the roses, and then I thought, oh no, it's dull. And then I found out they've Stampin' Up's taken that out. So I left it out. Now, I accidentally ordered 2 of these, but this has got a happy, but it's the wrong happy. But even though that's going to go out in 3 months when the Christmas stuff goes, I can keep that and use that with my classes, and it's got a lot of nice sayings. I love 'Tis the Season, and even though they're all sort of wiggly, some of them, that means you can put them over something. So I've kept one and sent the other back. So okay, let's get on to this card. I don't know what stage I've got myself in. So we are just a normal card base that for the Australian market is 5.5 by 8.25. So yeah, 8.25, but like that's to there. For us, Americans have 8.5. So we still get 2 cards in, but we go 5.5, not 6. Otherwise we can't. We can go 6 probably, but it's this way we can't because we're only 8.25, and we cut it we score it at 4. One of my scoring things have popped off too. So we score it. It's 8.25 for us. So we score at 4 1/8. And not with our cutting tool. I just noticed that they've got it on the 40% sale at the moment. Where's my coffee? I'm waiting. Where's my coffee? Oh, the other day, oh, Alita, you would laugh. I'm doing something online. I'm watching on TV one of my lives just to write down that I added another. Alita reminded me, where's my coffee? Oh.
I thought you wanted gin and tonic.
Danka, look what I got instead, Alita. A little G&T.
I should live.
So, where was I saying? Anyway, I'm watching it on TV, and I saw the coffee in the cup that always sits there, and I went to grab it, and there was none there, and realised it was on TV. Such a goose, aren't I? Alright, so that's easy there. But now we're going to score it halfway between both of them. So if you look at the instructions, and we scored, we cut and scored Score half. Oh, that's in another colour. Have I got the right brush with double pop out? Why have I got Lost Lagoon? Cut it 5 1/4 by 1/2 and score. Oh, I think I might have pulled out Lost Lagoon, so I need to change that to, that's not very good. Oh, hold on. You know what? I've got the wrong instructions. I've got double pop out tunnel brushed with Beauty. Hold on. Inside tunnel. Yes. No. I've got the right one. I've just got the wrong colour. Folks, never miss a day that I don't do wrong one of them. So, okay, so half of this, as I've told you before, I tend to, when you look at 4 1/8, 4 in here, it's, so half of that is 2 and 1 mark. So it's a hard one to get your head around. So you go to 2 and you only go over 1 mark, and that will give you the halfway. Alright, and then for the next one, you just turn it around, and you know me, I just roll it like a cigarette and go into the middle, and when it folds like that, I've got a really nice fold. So if you're scared about getting it truly correct, that's the way I would do it. So there, and that one, it is truly correct, I think. I'm just going to move that in. Right, so it's 2 and 1, one little slither. Okay, I'm just going to get my bone folder. Put this out of the road, or get me out of the road, to be honest. Now, so I want that to be into the middle, and we've got that, and so we've got that other fold, see? So just be like that. So I'll give that middle one a crease. Oh goodness, I'm getting hot already. Oh, I've got my cooling on, but yeah, I've got it at 19 because it's been a very warm day today here, especially when we've had such cold days. I know you're probably having snow over there. Alright, so we've got these pieces. Then we've got 2, and I will change that Lost Lagoon. What a goose I am. I think I pulled out Lost Lagoon and then changed my mind to Early Espresso. No, I have got the wrong instructions up. That's the same ones. Guys, I have put the wrong brushed with Beauty, floating pop-out card with Nette, Cajun Craze, vanilla, nope, that's another one. I have printed out the wrong instructions. I will fix that later. I don't know why people come on with me some days. I really do myself my head in, don't I? So, yeah. Now, so here, I'm just going to tell you these, and then I'll put the right ones back up when we get off, is 3, and then on the back is a 1/4. So is 3 1/2 by 5 1/4. We've got 2 of those in cream cardstock, okay? So, now, I don't know whether to do the front or the back first. So what I'm going to show you, where's those bigger ones? Now, this is these ones, okay, so we are 4 by 5 1/4, and we are scoring at half an inch. I'll just double check that for you. Half an inch on either side. You know why? Because I've got 2 cards I'm doing with this. I'm doing another card by long one, hasn't got its, here it is. I'm doing another one not next week, the week after. I got so excited with this I kept going. So at half inch we're scoring on that side, and we have to do this to both of them. Alright, and we will. Okay, and we also score in the middle. So we have got 3. So at 1.5 from 3, 1.5. Let me have a look at that and let my brain work. Here's 3 is 1.5 from that line there. So that's half. So that was half, and then we've got 1.5, half, 2.5. So that should be right there, which makes that 1, 2. We want it 1.5, don't we? So yes, that should be correct. I'm double checking because I've picked up the wrong pattern if anyone's looking. 1.5. And I'm just going to do that from there and make sure that's right. 1.5. Okay, so from that half inch, so now we're going to score again, and we have our middle, and then we would of course go over and make the last score at 3.5. Okay, so we've got 3 scores on each. So there. It's such a pretty card, and there. Right, so half, and then 1.5 plus that other half. What to say? 2.5 is the last one. Yeah, we've got our half plus 1.5, so it's 2. Okay, I tell my boys doing building, and I'm saying measure twice, cut once. And that's the excitement of talking to you, Alita. Alright, so we're going to score that, and we're going to score this. It is getting nice. We've put some decorations up, and I'm just going to pop that to the side. Remember where it is, guys, so I don't have to keep asking. So onto our card front. See how you can see the pop-outs? We're going to glue each of these sides. Now you can use tear and tape, but I find glue gives you a little bit of wiggle room. I find for me, once you put the tape down, you're sort of stuck. Not too much glue. And what I did is I glued it in. Okay, making sure I've got enough on it. Then I let it sit for a minute and try and let it dry out a little bit, so when it sticks I don't have slides or messy fingers. I am doing it a bit wiggly because I want to get all of it in. So put that over there. Okay, so we've got that, and we're meant to have that is going that way. Alright, if I'm right, it should look like that. That's it. Okay, so this one is going to start just inside here. Only about 1/4 of an inch in. Flatten. Okay, and we'll just have a little gin. Oh, thank you, Alita. You're so lovely. You're so kind to me. I was just writing those Christmas cards and was putting all the addresses in Appledorn, and it made me think of you. They all love my cards. And I've got a whole pile to go to Sydney as well. I mean to Scotland as well. We got 6 to Scotland and 4 to Holland. Okay. So when they come up, there you go. We have our pop-up. Okay, so now, see under here, there's these little mechanisms. Alright, now because I haven't got my measurements properly, I'm going to see. I'll pop up me, this must be it. Brushed Beauty, but I must have thought about another colour. Okay, so we've got Very Vanilla, we've got 2 at 4.5. Okay, so we've got 2 small ones, we've got those for the front and the back. See, I have done some things right. That must be a different size. These are for the front. So while I've got it out, let's stick them on. So our fronts, I'm going to put this up here so I can see it and I've got the right one. It's not going to work. Okay, I can do it there. The 2 are, oh, that was, those ones there are 4 by 5 1/4, and you score it 1, 2 and 3.5. The 2 fronts are 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. Right, well, we can't put them on. We can put them on because it's flat. Let's just get some of this out of the road so we don't muck up. They're going to go here, and I can't put the back one on like I normally like to as well because I have to put a little flower on it. Well, today I've been playing with flowers and oh my goodness. So the boys have officially finished year 11 and they're back at school for 2 weeks doing what they call the flying start. It's where they start year 12. Alright, so where's my other one of that? And where's my 2 for the front? Why have I got shorter ones? Oh no, that's fine. Okay, so now, oh look, isn't this just stunning? Aren't those roses beautiful? They are. Ah. I was trying to listen to some more Dutch the other day, but I've been very busy. Okay, now these should be in the middle of there. They seem a little bit big. Wow, wow, wow. I have got me some problems. Well, there's a line right there, so that's easy to take that off. So that's alright. Just as well use that other piece. And I am going to double check. You know, I've got eye problems. Okay, that looks a bit better, doesn't it? Just out by that smidgen. Was I out here? No, they're very tight. They are very tight. Let's have a look. Here's my handy 1 3/8 I've got. Oh, I seem to have. I'm just going to take a little bit off here, and I will adjust that. And let's have a look at that. Yeah, I just want the tiniest bit of thing around there, but that's going to have to come off a little bit more. Just as well you can hold your mouth the right way and keep going, can't you? Sometimes I walk away and I say to my husband, oh my goodness, I am such a goose. Such a goose. But that's me. That's who I am. I roll like that. Now, here we go. And oh my gosh, I love that. I'm going to turn that this way. Alright, so that, when this folds down, it doesn't fold down, it just folds in like that and it folds flat. Just push that, see? And look at that, and then it pops out when you do it and it goes like that. So now we've got to put these two pieces to the side for a minute. Now our mechanism, I've got to remember which one it is. So okay, our mechanism is, where is it? Pop out is a 3x3, 3x3, and now put that away. It's quite easy. It looks a lot. 3x3, and we're going to score it at half. Okay. So there's a few scores. Score it at half, at 1, at 2. That's a long way off. At 2 and 2.5. Alright, so once you've done all those scores, you're going to turn it around and then you're going to cut it, then cut at 3/4 opposite side along, making 4 pieces. So 3/4 of an inch is there. I'm just going to double check. Then 3/4 is there, and then 3/4 is there, and 3/4 is there. So that's correct, just while I'm telling you. So 1, oh, we're cutting. Goodbye, I can bring that blade down now, can't I? So 1, 3/4, 2, and 3/4. 3 and 4. Now, get my fingers on there. Alright, so we're just going to bend them. So 1, 2, and then there's a bit of a break there, and 3 and 4. Okay, we've got all 4 of them to be got their bends. And there. It's fun just making a nice card, I think. My Facebook doesn't seem to be popping up for me today. Obviously no one's watching, I don't know. Not entertaining enough. Oh, I am finally. Oh, I got 3 likes, so that's nice. Have you been making any cards, anybody? I hope you've been doing your Christmas cards. Feeling better, cooling down. Alright, so Now with our mechanism, we've scored it. Score it half, 1 and 3, making the 4. Okay, so we've got Early Espresso for leaf, gold foil for leaves, brushed with Beauty 2 at 2.5 by 4. And they're the ones that we're using in the front of the card. Okay, so I'm going to just pop that out of the road. And there's my other card. Now, the mechanism. I will have a look at that because I forgot what I did. So, this is what we did. I'll show you. Okay, so we've got that. So we're going to actually pop it the other way. I did that wrong. Okay, so it's going to be like a jumping jack. Can you see? 2 out. So, in and out, in and out. So, we'll just use those. Aren't they fiddly? Going to get my nails done next week, Alita. I need some Christmas stuff on them. Alright, so we've got 4 of those. Sometimes you've got to look at them if you're making this card, just watch, go back, pause, watch, pause, keep going. So they're like little jumping jacks, alright? And this is going to sit on the back of them. So we've got to put these in the middle like that. And then we're going to glue that right in the middle. So, I'm just gluing here, if I can get it to work. Okay. Again, I'm just going to put them upside down, glue them all, and then come back one at a time so that I can get them to not to be squishy, and just dry them a little bit. Don't use too much. You don't want your card. Might want some on that side though. Where's the other one? Hopped away. Did anybody go on and have a look at the 40% off at the moment? It's got stamping blends that are on sale. Black Friday up to 40% off selected items. And the paper trimmers, grid paper, don't forget your PS mat for your stamping now that we're all in the other stamps, we're doing the poly ones, and bone folders. You can get all your working tools like 40% off, so I reckon that's pretty much a bargain. Okay, so again I'm just going to hold that right beside it so I know. So I want one there. Alright, I'm just going to hold that for a sec and get the other one. You see how I've got this lined up here so I know that it's going to be covered. Okay. Just hold that for a second and then do that on the other side. Well, I'll leave that there and then I can line that one up to be exactly beside it so I know I've got it correct. Right, so they'll sit there now. So on this side, I'm going to take that out, turn it around just to make my hands easier, move that out a little bit. Right, all this concentration. Open those. And then you could always get your ruler and line it across. And the other one, see, you can do that. There's so many things you can do to get it right. As long as you get your measurements right, you're fine. Alright. That's there. Okay, and they're going to pop up. Now before I put these two on, I'm just going to get my greetings. Now I've cut these out to save you the hassle. You haven't, oh, you've had pneumonia. Oh my goodness, that's so harsh. I wish I lived close so I'd come and help you make cards. Alright, so I've used the black to cut out the just, and I've done out of the vanilla this one, okay? So I've got just and because, and I've got their backs, they're in the vanilla and then the black, and see here they've all got their dents in it, so that's the right way, that's the bottom. It's a bit harsher, okay? So that will be our just. Then I've got no happy, but I've got a birthday. Well, there you go. I've got a happy birthday on that side. That's not a very good happy, and that's not a very good birthday. I think maybe I put some more card out there to cut that again, stamp that again. So let's go to, while we're waiting for that to dry, let's get the happy. Well, that's Mary. Oh, look how they go pink, and then sometimes they're hard to stick. You've got to wash them quite much. Don't you like my language? Quite much. Okay, so we've got, oh goodness gracious, happy. So I line it up on my grids to make it easier. I washed these ink blocks last week with metho. I think I was as high as a kite, but it doesn't matter. And now they're done again. And it's very small, that one. I wonder if I'm just going to use the... See, the birthday's not... Oh, it's not too bad. That's actually not... It's the happy's horrible. I can't use the happy, so I'll just use the birthday. And I need a little bit more... Is that brown? That's black. Early Espresso for the other side of that. What have I got there? No black. I have... Because I tell you to keep the ends. I have them here. Alright, so I need to... This is the pierce mat that I keep grumping on about. You need to have your pierce mat for stamping with these photopolymer stamps, because they're not the best. Now, I've done that in black. Whoops. Be on my finger in a minute. Okay. Oh, that's a nice big happy. Oh, happy. Oh, don't move too fast in it. And do you do dinner at your house, Alita? Okay, so happy will go back in there, and I'll show you how I did it's your birthday, although we've got it. I'll just show you, because it's got more words on it. It's your birthday. And what I did was I got my stamp and I just picked it up on the end of the birthday, and now when I stamp over here, you can see me, I only get where it says birthday. And so I can get it nicely. I've got that one there, but I just thought I'd show you what I do. Okay, so I'm going to put it right on that corner over there, so the rest of that can just stand out all right. If I do the birthday there, then that might be a bit weird when I do that. So that's how you can do your stamps without doing it all. Take it, cut. I wouldn't want to cut it. I probably could if I wanted, but then if I go to sell the suite, you won't get your people won't want it with it cut in half, will they? They're like, oh my god, what have you done? Okay, and so I'm going to just cut that down there and make sure it's the same size, and it's not, so we'll just trim it a little bit. Okay, and on the bottom, remember it's how you cut, how you hold your mouth, isn't it? Happy? Oh goodness, I've got a little bit straight. Now let's take that one back and we'll get them all. I got keratoconus, so sometimes when I cut it looks like it's sideways, and I can just see that he's not quite straight there. Yep. Alright. And I will get my brown card, Expresso cardstock. And we'll do it again. So have a look at the sale. It's worth it because I got some cardstock and it was marked down. They've got stampin blends marked down. I didn't get any because I didn't really need any. And you don't know what they're going to change next year. But I mean, sometimes when you've got your card, you want to, you just want to get all different colours because they're beautiful that match together. They've also got one thing that I think is really good is the ink refills. You must get them before they run out, because if they run out then your stamp pad's useless. You can buy, I bought cloud cover only in the refill, and then what I did was I just bought some stamp spots and I just spot them up when I need it because I didn't use it a lot. I just, for a Christmas one I did that, seeing where I've got everything. Alright, so now we're going to put these together. Oh, there was my other one. That'll go in the bin. And there's my just. Now these are the ones that are fun to put on. So again, another little tool, your silicone mat. Put those over there. Now you can get a very small glue bottle, and I've got them, but they always run out. I do sometimes just go like this and then just run it through. Okay, so it picks up the glue. Alright. And it just picks up the glue rather than you picking it up and getting big lumps. Alright, where's our just because? Here it is. You can't see it very well, can you, ladies and gentlemen? Alright, there's our just because. Whoop. And we'll let that go dry. And now our because, without my hair would help. I'm going to rub that over too. Okay, just want to pick up enough that without getting my fingers all dirty. Okay, I'm rubbing it all over the glue, and then I don't have to get my fingers as sticky. They're sticky. Where's my just? I'll put it over here so you can see better. Aren't they lovely little cutouts? I know we've had them on those stamps, the little yellow flowered paper. We've had them a couple of times. I did one with them. Alright, and there it is. Isn't that just lovely? Now give me a second, guys. I'm just going to wipe my hands because they're all sticky. So, a few comments there. Thank you very much, everyone, from jumping on. I appreciate it so much. Have you had asthma? Oh. I'm a lung patient. Oh, yes, Alita, that's a lot of work. We have a friend that's not doing very well. She has a machine and she ends up falling asleep a lot. So that is a hard thing to do. It's nice you come and watch me though, make the cards. I'll have to send you another one. Do that later. make sure you have a lovely day opening a card. Remember where I put your address. Alright, just clean up, get all that out of the road for me. So we've got on our card, our original card, I have put happy at the top on the left. Yes, I have happy at the top on the left. So this is all just for looking at, isn't it? Happy. And on the bottom, over here, I might turn that one round because there's a lot of white. I'm going to put that down on the bottom there. Let's give that a couple of seconds. So what I'll do is turn my card over. Now, here's the front of that card. What did I do there? Oh, I put another piece of DSP there. Goodness gracious, I better get another piece cut. So 2 1/4 on the. Do I have a what? Well, that's why I had some more. Where did the other white cream go? Alright. Alright. Okay, so while that's drying, we're just going to do the second piece that goes over there. Because we've got one on the back and a white on the back, but on here we've got one more, and I obviously thought it was that one, not the other one. So I'm just going to grab some cream cardstock. Okay. And I need, on the front, I need 1 7/8 by 5 1/4 of the cream. I wiped my fingers, but I think they're still sticky. And now I've got my paper, my bag caught in there. Okay, 1 7/8 is 7/8 is 2 marks behind the 2. And it's 5 1/4. I'll just make sure I'm right. Remember that saying. Alright, so that's going to go on. No movement, thank you. So that, and now we've got to have a piece of the cardstock, which is here, is it? No, that's too small. So where's more? Where's that beautiful? Here it is. So that was 1 7/8. We go back 1/4 from that. Now see how it's got a line there? That's a bit, probably don't want that line. Did I put it on that line? I took it off. So I'll do it on this side and come back. I'm just going to take off that little brown line. Alright, I'm just going to cut it back a bit, because I don't want to see all that brown on the end of the card. And now we're going to do, and it was 1 7/8. So 7/8 and 1/4 from 7/8 is 1 2 3 4 is 1 5/8. So 1 5/8 is 2 points over the half. Half 1 2. Okay. Now let me just see if that is correct, because it looks skinny. 1 2 3. It's just over 1 3/4. 1 7/8. I think it looks like it's about that. Yeah. So that's 1 7/8. Okay. So it does fit in. By now it's not 5 1/4. It's now, because the white cream was 5 1/4. So it's 5 1/8. You've got to go down about nearly a quarter each time. 5 1/8. Right, let's see if we've got that right, eh? And I'll just put it on before I glue it. Ah, perfect! How's that? Some things go right, even when they go wrong. Excellent. And there it is, nicely fitting in there with a little bit of white on. No, I'm still going to take off just a little bit because I don't like it too short. And I can do that with these scissors because I need to give them a good clean. Don't do it in your trimmer because you'll have to use the metho inside your trimmer. Alright, let's try again. That's why you've got wiggle room with this glue. Okay, that's better. Now, so that's your front still like that. We've still got a, oh goodness, we better turn that up that way. My goodness, I would have ended up with the wrong two. We've got to have white on the back there. Okay, so now we're just going to put a bit of glue on the top of this. And we're going to hold those down a little bit. So birthday, and we're going to go smack in the middle, which is about there. Okay, hold them for a sec. You could use a glue block. And just put that on there and hold that while you do the other one. Okay, and you might want to turn the happy up the right way. And there. Okay, take that over there, and that one over to there. And look, see how they pop up? And when the card closes, they're going to pop like that. Just give that a second. We are cooking with gas, guys, cooking with gas. Okay, so next, we don't need that, we don't need that. We're going to stamp this one with a flower. I'll take that off now, we should be all right there. We've got our last little bit to do. All right, and see how that's going to pop out now? So there's your front done. So that's what your front looks like. Alright, so we're just going to give that a second and we're going to do our piece for the back here. And then we'll put just because on. I'm just waiting for those to dry. And let's get... Oh, where did I put that tissue there? What I have to do... It really does get a bit yucky, doesn't it? Right. So, now... Here's my mat. All these moving parts all the time. You move it to here, you move it to there, you go back again. And they are on dimensions. So now we've got this little flower here. And I've done that in Expresso, and I have used Cajun. That's why I wrote Cajun on the front, which you can't see that one. I've done the wrong one. The other one's my masterpiece. That's my next one. So I stamped it out twice and I felt that one was better. So where is it on this one? See how I've done it just a little lighter? When I did both of them, the occasion was far too bright, and so I didn't. Okay. Oh, that's my picture. And while I'm down there, I'll just grab my Early Espresso and my Cajun craze. I just ordered new cardstock of that today. No wonder I was thinking of that. I've never really liked a lot of Cajun, but I love it in this DSP. I love Early Espresso cards. Really love Early Espresso. It's one of my faves. Alright, so I need just a few little ones. Oh look, my I was telling you about my dots. These are the little spots, they call them, and then if you buy ink you just fill that up. So that's cloud cover, and when I use that I'll do it on there to show you it. You do it a bit more and you get cloud cover. So I did it with some things because I don't use it a lot for stamping, to be honest. Alright, so now see my little homemade like this, so that I can see what colours and what leaves, what they look like. So I'm using this little one here. Okay, so that one should be back over here. So I'm using this one, and there should be another one to it. Where is it? Oh, maybe it is that one. So the flat on the bottom, that's very much flat as well, and that's you can't really see it very well, is it? See, that's flat. It's already getting its orangey colour, isn't it? That's sad. So I have done it. Cajun Craze. I don't think I even used that bottom underneath one, to be honest. I think I've just done this one. So I've done Cajun Craze here. Right, and I've cleaned it. And then I've got the Early Espresso, but what I've done is I've stamped off. So it's not, see how dark it is? So I've stamped off, and now I'm just giving it a little bit of, if I can find the right leaf. So the object is to look for, see that one sticking out there? That is the one that will tell us, and that is it there. Alright, and see how that's a bit lighter? It's not as much, but maybe I didn't press down enough in the middle. Don't worry, we're not going to worry about it. We're just going to leave it because I don't like to go back and then really muck it up, do I? And I've got the little tiny, where's that little tiny block? I'll take that one off. Okay, get this one, and in Early Espresso, I've just done that. Right, and I've got a feeling, because I didn't get enough that on it, I'm going to give it a light stamp off and just try and get that to lighten up a bit, because it doesn't look like it's giving me enough of my Cajun Craze. That's better. Go twice. And we didn't have anything else on the back of that. We just had that because it's for you to write your happy birthday. And as much as it's got the big pop outs, I'm just making sure my nails didn't even cover, you can still write on it. Now, which one are we doing here? I don't remember which one we're doing because I'm showing you them both. And I tend to always write back on my cards, so when my ladies make their cards they don't get them mixed up if it's a different size. Okay, how are you doing, everybody else? What did you say? So different to calculate inches from centimetres. Yeah, I actually have always done patchwork quilts, and even when I sew, I've made a lot of clothes and that over the years for my kids and for me. I use the inches. In clothes you probably go to centimetres a bit more, but I am really into inches. So that's what it looks like on that side. That side looks like that. And now I'm just going to put just because on. Oh, I think my husband's looking because one of my kids has got home. We've still got to go I love you. I forgot that. Oh, I put dimensionals. Where's my little cloth? Quick. You've got 2 seconds and it won't matter because it's quite dark and heavy. That won't stick. I'll show you why. Tricks of the trade. You get your embossing buddy helper and you just dab it on the back and that will stop anything from sticking on it. Okay? And no one will be none the wiser. And instead we'll go and get our dimensionals. Big ones, little ones, and some new big ones. How's that? Okay. Isn't that pretty? Okay. So because just is on first, and that's going to go up here. So we can't put them on the Y, only on these. Closest we can get to the Y is there. Alright, if we do over the Y, then you'll lose it when the card opens and closes. Alright, so I'm going to put just there. So when your card goes, that will go like that. So you won't bend it, it'll go in the post, it'll be fine. And with our because we fixed up that issue. And we're putting here because, so we're going to do it from this after the A, the swing and the A, we're going to do it there, just here, okay, and we will fill that up with dimensionals because it's going to be moved around a lot, so I'm just making sure they're on correct. We have to do I love you. See, and if you have a look over there now, there's no thing there. So that's starting to, one more thing to do, guys. We need that brown cardstock. We need some thin white. That's why I keep my scraps. And we need I love you. Isn't that lovely? I love you. Nearly here. I love you. Just because. Alright. Just in some good old momentum. I'll just do that a bit more. I refilled them one day and they just went so, I overfilled them I think, and they were so, they'd come out blotchy, so you've got to be very careful. Alright, I love you. No rocking, tell the ladies, don't rock. These ergonomics, you can put your fingers in them, I say don't rock because you'll end up doing the wrong thing. So, I got that. Now we've got some of our cardstock in the Early Espresso. And in the middle. That's why I keep my scraps, because they all go well. And if I'm right, I put that on dimensionals too. No ribbon. No ribbon today. You've got beautiful flowers. You've got front lifting. Big pop outs. Couldn't want much more, could you? Okay. Just because I love you. And I'm going to snip that down there. There you go. Oh, how's that, folks? Just because I love you. Happy birthday. Now, you could have put more inside, but I just think it does too much, and then that's the back, and you've got to, so you can write your note on the back, and they will come and get the most amazing card. So thank you so much for watching me, and I will see the people who come on Wednesday for my easier card, and I will jump online and fix that up to where I need to be, because I pulled out the wrong instructions. And you know what? I should call it Nettie's mess. Goodbye, Alita, goodbye everybody, but Alita special because, you know, she's such a lovely lady, and I hope you're feeling better soon. It's not going to be soon, but it's going to be good. Thank you. Dankjewel. To the rest of you, just thank you. I don't know every other language. Au revoir, sayonara, see you later. Bye guys, thanks for coming, so appreciate it. So please pass my forward my live or your YouTube to somebody else, tag them to watch it, because that would be really helpful to get my numbers up a little bit. I'd really appreciate that, because it's hard getting the numbers going. And have a great day, great rest of your night or morning, wherever you are. Bye. Okay, and where are we going? We're going to end recording, I think.